Okay, there's going to be a test on Thursday. Okay, here's what it's over. It's inequalities, okay, greater than and less than. So you look up on the board, you'll see eats x, goes this way, or eats the letter, I should say. Might not always be x, most of the time it is. Eats the number, that's this way. A goal is greater than or equal to, and have is less than or equal to. Okay, solve the inequality, graph your solution. So you make a number line, and now find the solutions to the problem. So x is over here. One number, so there's only one operation. It's a minus, so plus negative. So write the word keep because you don't have multiply or divide at all. Okay, so keep, just take out that by adding. So if there's no multiplier dividing at all, it's a keep. So you get x 16. That is eating our letter, so that would be this way. It means the letter x is bigger than anything that way. 17, 18, 19, those are all possibilities for x. Okay, next problem, negative 3x plus 2 less than negative 16. X is over here. Okay, there's two numbers with it. What are the operations? Well, a times and a plus. You need to circle times and divide, because if it's by a negative with the times or divide, you put switch. So that symbol will switch. Now it doesn't switch until you divide by that number. You have to minus the 2 first. When you're minusing and adding from the outside, the original sign is just carried down. Okay. Minus 2, it's negative 18, 3 times x, okay? Negative 3 times x, because I need to divide each side by a negative, and when I divide each side by a negative, the sign flips to 6. So you have 6, you circle, you're not going to fill it because it's not equal to, and it eats the x, so that would be this way. Okay, next one. X divided by negative 2 is less than or equal to negative 7. So you have x over here, only one number. What's the operation? Oh, it's divide. So you circle divide just like you do times. And if it's a negative with the divide, you switch. Okay? Flip it. Okay? There's nothing outside to add or subtract, so when I have divide, I multiply, okay? So times negative 2 gets rid of the divide, and times the other side by negative 2, and we have x. Sign has been flipped because you're multiplying by negative, and then 14. Circle, fill it, eats x, goes this way. Okay, next one, negative 2x plus 10 greater than or equal to 3x plus 35. Okay, we have two different x terms. They're on opposite sides. So I pick one of them to take out. I'll take out the negative 2x. Add it, take it to 0. That's how you take it out. Symbol just lines up because you're just adding. Adding, subtracting, the symbol just stays the same. 10, that's 5x plus 35. So now I'm down to x just on this side. There's two numbers on that side. What are the operations? A times and a plus. Highlight the times. Now that is times, but it's by a positive this time. See, these last two were by negatives on the multiply divide. Now it's by positive, so I put a word keep. Means keep the symbol the same, because you'll divide, but it'll be by a positive on each side. Take out your 35 before you divide, though. So I set up those symbols, and I just dropped what I get down. 10 minus 35 is negative 25, then you have 5 times x. Then you divide by 5, and you have x behind the symbol, and then negative 5 in front. Doesn't matter if the x is behind. You need to keep it where it's at. Circle, fill it. It's eating the number, so that's this way. Even though that's a greater than sign, it's eating the number, so the number x is anything smaller than the number. See, if I pick a number going that way, see, if I did it this way, that's wrong. Because going this way would have like 6. If I put a 6 in for x, it should eat 6, and it's not, okay? It's this way. Okay, next problem, compound inequalities. -9 less than or equal to 3x plus 6, so I have two separate inequalities. Okay, so you need to make a table when you have two symbols. On one side, put -9 less than or equal to 3x plus 6. Now start another circle at the 18, and then you take 3x plus 6 less than or equal to 18. Now they're separate, solve them. X is on this side with two numbers. The operations are times and plus. Highlight the times. It's positive, so it's a keep. It means keep the sign the same. But of course, before you divide, you got to take out the plus 6. So -6 minus 6, so it's going to be -15, and then 3 times x. Now divide by your 3, and you have x, -5. Two operations, two numbers, times and plus. Put keep because it's a positive times. You put keep if it's a positive multiplier divide, or if there's no multiplier divide at all. Okay. Drop the symbol down, you -6. It's going to be 12, 3 times x. Then you divide by 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So you have -5 and 4. Circle fill it. Circle fill it. -5, it's eating the x, so that's this way, and then this would come back the other way. Now you need to label your graph. You put x just one time, the lowest number possible here, the highest here, and you eat the highest number, and then you eat the x. You don't ever eat the low number, okay? Okay, 3x plus 2 less than -7, or -4x plus 5 less than 4, okay? So, two separate symbols means we need a table. On one side, you put 3x plus 2 less than -7. On the other side, you put the -4x plus the 5 less than 1, okay? You'll need your number line later. Okay, x is over here on this side. There's two numbers on that side with a times and a plus. Highlight the times because that's the number you'll divide by, but it's positive, so that's keep. Got to take out the 2. Okay, so -2, that's -9. 3 times x. Divide by 3. X, -9 divided by 3 is -3. Times and plus, highlight the times. That's a negative, okay? If that's a negative, you put switch. Take out the 5. When you're taking out the outside number, you just line up the original sign, okay? It doesn't change till you've divided each side by the negative. 1 minus 5 is -4, then divide, and that's when the sign changes. So you need to highlight the times number, okay, and then you'll be good. So you have -3, +1. Neither circle's filled in because they're not equal. So it eats the number on -3. Eating the number takes it that way. So then over here it goes the other way. So now it's the opposite of what this is. They're going apart. So write the word or and you just copy the answers. With ors, you just copy each side of your solution. But when they come together, you need to line it up that way. Okay, story problem time. You have 48 feet of trim to put all the way around a rectangular banner that's 18 feet long. Write and solve an inequality that represents the possible widths of the banner. Now, when you have That's less than or equal. How much do you have? You have 48 feet. Now put your 18 feet down, and you need to multiply that. What do you multiply it by? Well, let's come up here. Long means it's the length, okay? How many are there? There's 2. 18 times 2. Plus, you also got your W, and there's 2 of those. So that'd be 2 times W. Now, before you solve it and make your wall and all that, you need to find out what this equals. Okay, 18 times 2 is a product we can evaluate. It's 36. So now we have 36 plus 2 times W less than or equal to 48. Now make your wall. 2 numbers over there with W, plus and a times. Highlight the times, that's a keep. Okay, now take out your 36 though before you divide. So that's 12, 2 times W. Then divide by 2. W, 12 divided by 2, 6. Graph it. Circle, fill it, eats the value. So these W's can be 6 or less, okay? Okay, next one. My goal in history class is to earn an average of 90 for my tests. So far, I have scored 95, 84, 96, and 89. Write and solve an inequality that represents what I would need to score on my next test to meet my goal. A goal is greater than or equal to, and the goal is 90, okay? Now come and look up here, it says average. So you need to make a big division line. How many tests are you going to have taken by the end? You've taken 4 so far, but you're about to take a 5th one. You're always taking 1 more than what is given, so 5. So we have 95 plus 84 plus 96 plus 89. Now that's only 4 numbers, so we don't know the 5th, so we add an X. X plus, then you add your numbers you already have. So 95 plus 84 plus 96 plus 89. 364. So write that down. X plus 364 divided by 5. Okay, solve that. Well, it's a keep. You have divided by, but it's by a positive, okay? So that's a keep. But you need to, the whole side is divided by 5, so what you need to do is times by 5 to get rid of the divided by 5 first, okay? So 90 times 5 is 450, and on this side you have the variable x plus 364. Now you just have the plus, so you take that out. Before you do something, line up the sign, okay? So it's going to be 86. Okay. So you've got 86. Circle, fill it. It's eating the X, eating the letters this way. Okay, let's do another one of these. I have 500 feet of fence to put around a food plot. The length of the food plot's 110 feet. Write and solve an inequality that represents the possible widths of the plot. Have less than or equal 500. Now write your 110. That's the only known value you got. Now it needs to be multiplied because it says the length is 110. Well, there's 2 lengths, okay? So that gets multiplied by 2. Plus, there's also 2 widths, okay, that we don't have a number for the width, so it's 2 times W. You should be timesing 110 by 2, say, that's 220. So you got 220 plus 2 times W less than or equal to 500. Circle the multiplying part, that's a keep, okay? Because it's positive 2. If it's negative 2, I'd be switching it. So take out your 220. So that's 280, and then you got 2 times W. Now divide by 2, W, and then 140. Circle fill it, it's eating the number, so that's this way. Okay, last problem. At a craft fair, a stand is selling necklaces and bracelets. We have a goal to raise at least $1,000. Necklaces are sold for $4 each. Bracelets are sold for $5 each. We've sold 100 bracelets and are now sold out of them. Write and solve an inequality that represents the number of necklaces I need to sell to meet my goal. So a goal, you can go over a goal. Goal's 1,000. Now, you got two money amounts, $5 and $4. Now, $4 is for necklaces, so 4 times N. $5 is for bracelets. Both of these need to be multiplied because you're going to be selling more than one of them, I would hope. Now, 100 bracelets, so 100 equals B, okay? So place B with 100, and 4 times 5 times 100 is 500, okay? So 4 times N plus 500 is greater than or equal to 1,000. So here's N on this side. You got two numbers, a 4 and a 50, okay? Highlight the multiplication part, that's a keep. So the sign will not be changing. We take out the plus 500. Notice how I line the middle sign up. That's for taking out the outside. Okay, 4 times N, 500. Okay, then divide by 4. 500 divided by 4 is 125. So you can sell 125 or more to meet your goal. Circle fill it, eats the letter. That would be this way.